I don't know where he's going with this.
What are you doing to your audio?
My test messages just made that low key fire. That's all.
Oh my god,
Nick, save us.
What?
I don't know what he's doing to his audio. He's doing something bad.
oh my gosh.
Yeah. Wait, is it me that has the problem with the audio, or is it?
Wait, can you mute your mic for a second, Sansa?
What happened?
Oh no, it's gone now. I guess it was your speaker.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it might have been the speaker. Well, we are back with the post special show. We have Nick, Rec, Jana, sorry, Cassandra. We got Chris. We got them all, and no shotgun. Who is that echo? That echo is someone. Is it me?
Was it Cassie? Cassie, I'm sorry. I had to call you that.
Yeah, sorry.
It was Cassie. Well, we'll mute and unmute as needed. Now we're good.
Yeah, we're good. All right. So we got a couple things to queue up on the tweet today. We're going to talk a little bit about Nick's what he's got going on. What I kind of want to start this off with, though, is highlighting some artists that I feel like it's just being criminally overlooked. And what's not being overlooked at all is Waj abs and incredible pecs that he got the ability to bounce back and forth. Probably could give him a ping pong ball and just go up and down, up and down. No problem. He doesn't even need a paddle when he plays ping pong. He just yeah. So yeah, my man be doing the dance where he's just so yeah. Hey, don't worry. I've seen it happen. It's true. All right. So kind of what I want to do here is again highlight some artists that I feel like aren't really getting enough love, as well as highlighting the Bean Gazette, which I also feel like is not getting enough love in the slightest, compared to how some other news are being pushed out about Azuki News as well. And just to give everyone a little bit of an idea, Red Bean Radio that was doing a weekly show, kind of not solely about Azuki News, but among other things, their Azuki News was baked into it. They've decided to switch from a weekly show to a monthly show. And that's a little bit, and this is after 88 weeks. So that's a long fucking time. It might be just about the same, if not a little bit longer than a special shot for once a week. And so to give you an idea for anyone that still keeps going to this point is incredible, because the reality is Call with Red Bean Radio, they crush it daily. So they actually hosted an event as well at Las Vegas, which was fucking top notch. And so it's something that I feel like is being overlooked, and more so not being talked about, because no one knows what's happening, or no one understands the implications of that, right? So it's even more important now than ever for us to make sure we have artists within the Garden or doing work for the Garden getting highlighted. And then on top of that, just trying to give them somewhat of a platform. I'm very aware that we don't have the biggest platform. That's fine. But the idea at the end of the day is to give some sort of platform. And that's the idea here. What I do want to do is start with some of the tweets that I sent over to Chris to queue up. Which was, we're going to start with, hold on a second. I'm going to be honest. I actually forgot the tweets that I sent over. Sweats. Yeah, Sweets. She or he, I'm going to be honest, I don't know, because I haven't talked to them in person, did a great entry for Creator DAO, where they did a really like a kind of a group entry as well, with including my Azuki, which is obviously the reason why I know it exists, because she tagged me and we got that going. But in the what they did was they turned around and made it a I don't know, they did an open edition or a limit. I think they did limited edition. My man Shotgun getting highlighted. My man trying to bro really said in the DMs, if I wanted to see human faces, I wouldn't be in Web3. Chris had an incredible response back to that. Who hurt you, Shotgun? Hurt you.
Hey, where do you want me to pull up this screen share? Because I don't know of the 27 places that you send me messages, which one to check right now.
It's in the Twitter DMs. Here, I'll bump it up. I'll bump it up. Bump. But yeah, and then so you can use that.
Can you put it over Shotgun's face?
I like how Waj comes off mute just for that one thing. Beautiful. We love to see it. All right. Oh, yo, JYP's here. Wayo's here. We love it. We love it. We love it.
Yo, to be honest, I need my Beam V2 ASAP so I can be walking around the house while doing this shit.
Yeah. Okay. Well, no one asked. But anyway, point being is we my beautiful PFP got highlighted a little bit here because we bought a couple editions of their work.
Bro, you look way less Florida when you're humanized like that.
Yeah. Thanks, Shotgun.
Oh, that looks awesome.
Yeah. So I it's actually really, really cool.
They skimped on the middle section though.
Yeah, thanks, Waz. Thanks, Waz. Really appreciate that honest feedback from you. Always something to appreciate. But besides that, Chris, if you go to their pin post real quick, they also show what you can do to get that for your PFP as well. I think all you have to do is buy 2 editions to get your Zuki in the PFP there. So you just have to buy this edition, and the link is there on the pin post. Super cheap. 0.0. Wait, hold on. Let me just double check the 0.019. So basically a little bit less than 0.02 for a commission like that. And that artwork is really quality. So again, this is something that I feel like is getting really overlooked. Not nearly enough likes, not nearly enough engagement. So really would recommend for anyone that's been wanting that kind of thing. Go ahead, go get that. I believe it's still there for, I'm going to actually check right now. 10 total minted out of 55. So I wish I could post the link. Hold on. Actually, here, I'm going to go to Twitter and post the link there real quick. And then everyone can go there to right under the stream. And then that way everyone knows. I don't know the artist at specifically, but I posted it under the Twitter stream so everyone can go there to go ahead and link that. I'm not sure what's going on. I think I might be either shadow banned or something because apparently links under my posts are getting hidden for whatever reason. So anyway, that being said, yeah, I mean, again, look at that beautiful artwork. I can't stop looking at it. I'm ready. I'm already ready to post this shit. But yeah, it's really dope. So I kind of want to take this chance here, switch it over to Chris. I did not send you over this tweet, but there's two more people I want to highlight. Whale. So let's go. Whale WA514A. If you honestly just going down his page. He's been doing a beans contest alongside Quay as well, who I'll highlight next. I mean, look at that fucking artwork. That is fucking. Bro,
show the ones he made for my bean, dude. This guy going crazy.
Which, by the way, if you scroll down one more, there's Shotgun Bean. Incredible. Again, not getting nearly as many eyes on it. That is just shit. It's really incredible. So shout out to Wayo. You know, he's been one of the few loyal streamers watching this every single time we go live. So shout out to Wayo. We honestly, I can't wait. I can't wait till you finally get mass acknowledgement because you deserve it, man.
Bro. He definitely comes to these streams more than I do. So respect to Wayo, dude.
Exactly. Wayo, you might be up for co-host spot on a special shot soon. I'm just saying. Anyway. I mean, even Shotgun Bean is in that one, sitting on the sword with the coffee cup about to spill on his head, man. It's incredible. But then there's one more artist I want to highlight as well. His name is, oh boy, hold on a second. Give me 1 second. I gotta find the at. It's Quay, QAYMAR.
Isn't that K though?
You whatever.
Kmart.
Yeah.
Kmart.
Sunset's definitely butchering his name, dude.
All right, dude. Let's just move on with our lives. Anyway, he did an open edition a while ago. He is an architect, from what I believe he said earlier on. So the work that he's done so far, I mean, Chris, if you could zoom in on that pinned post right there, just really quickly, just to show off the quality of that artwork, fucking incredible. This dude knows exactly what he's doing and how he's doing it, which is crazy. We love to see it. So again, shout out to Shotgun. How do you say it?
Bro, it's
I
Kmart.
think it's K.
K. Okay, there you go. K.
I think.
Okay, well, butchering or not. And then if you scroll down a little bit more to the he's got a bunch of artwork, but there's one specific one that I'm looking for. He's got see, the beauty of this is he highlights other artists too, and he's not just, you go all the way down a little bit more, Chris, a little bit more. There's a Beans one done by Josh Yapple, which is another artist to look out for. That's one that he's done for Josh, which is just if you don't know what I'm talking about, Josh has done some really good artwork too, and he's been getting acknowledgement by all the Azukis. And then we got Shotgun over here, who's done a commission done by another artist. There's so many artists, I can't highlight them all in 20 minutes, but I promise I will give you more love as we go on. But it's just been
Fucking ice.
what am I missing? What just happened?
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna go on mute now. My bad.
Video games.
I love you guys. I love you. But anyway, besides that point, what I want to go to next is the what's the word I'm looking for? Chris, I want to go over to Bean Gazette real quick, just to showcase that a little bit more. Again, the yes, Nick, you can send me. I'll probably have to do it next stream just because we're on a tight timeline, and I want to give you your mic real quick at some point. But the Bean Gazette here again, I can't stress this enough. They actually wait, hold on a second. If you go to their pinned post, Chris, I think they did one more. Never mind, that's the same one. Never mind. We're good. Bean Gazette, they did really again. They do a really solid roundup of news every single time. If you haven't already, please check them out. They do a phenomenal job, better than anyone that I've seen in terms of bringing news together on a consistent basis every single week. And yes, it may be Guardian news, but I'm willing to bet if they really wanted to, they could do news on anything else in a similar fashion. So again, including sales, including artists that's done work, community events, they've got it all. So please check them out if you haven't already. I can't stress this enough. Please.
Yo, Sons, I was just say something. Can you go back to the notable sales real quick?
I'm not controlling it, Chris, but yeah.
Notable sales.
Oh crap. My bad. I was just about to say, have you been noticing that like every week a bunch of people are buying spirit beans?
Mm-hmm.
Like
I'm just keeping an eye out. Maybe it's a revolution on the way. I'm not sure. They look dope. I mean, I like them better than the golden ones, to be honest.
Spirit versus gold beans. That's a great battle. That's a great but yeah, man, it's solid. I'm not in love with the Band-Aid trait, but it's a spirit bean nonetheless. Yeah, elemental. I love to see the elemental still getting some love. You got Spirit Uzukis, what did that one get sold for? 50 each. That's actually really good. Yeah,
it's a bargain, right? Free.
It is. It's basically free for people who have money. But yeah, so it's incredible. Talks a little bit about the Bobu sticker contest as well for anyone that hasn't been aware of it. This is something along the process of where people can vote for something. If like right now, if I want to do something to raise awareness for Bobu brand specifically, which Nick will touch on a little bit more better than I can, I can submit a proposal, and then people who hold Bobus can vote on whether it goes through or not. So if I want, let's say I need $20,000 to execute something that will benefit the Bobu brand, and that gets approved, then I get that $20,000 to then carry out that vision based off the votes being had. So Nick is going to go ahead and go up next on that very same note, because he actually did that very process as well. My man has got a whole 8 to 9 minutes. Go ahead and take it away, Nick. Give you schmeal. We're gonna clip it. We're gonna package it up.
That's a schmeal.
Smeal, whatever. You get the idea. What's up, Nick? How we doing?
Doing well. Good morning. Thanks for having me up here. This is so much fun. Yeah, I'm here to talk about Bobu's kids books, which, like you had mentioned, it required a proposal through the Bobu Treasury. And so I worked with that sort of process between starting in like January with just Dem, and then the Bobu committee was sort of announced, and then I was working with them till about end of April, early May, when the proposal came out and was voted on. And that's my pinned tweet. It kind of shares that story of that journey until about May. And then since then, I've been working with these great artists to illustrate the stories that I wrote. And that's been going really well. We are set to launch in November on Amazon. So I'm super excited. We're getting to sort of start everything off. I'm on October break this week, so I'm really focused heavily on getting everything ready for that. And one of those like big things that we're coming out with is tomorrow I'll be announcing a children's coloring contest for some sneak peeks in those pages, or of the pages that we're getting published. And so, yeah, that coloring contest is being announced tomorrow. I'm super excited. We've got a brand new graphic to share from Matcha Dango, who is one of our artists of the 3. And so, yeah, there will be sort of 3 pages revealed, at least in their black and white versions, for kids to be able to color in for the next week. And then we will decide, there will be a judges panel. We will decide who has the best one of each, or there's one piece from each artist. And then those will actually get included in the children's book in a little like supplemental page in the back. So if you've got kids who like to color and you love beans, absolutely participate in the coloring contest and try and get yourself or get your kid into a book that we're having published soon.
I love it. And Nick, I know you want to talk about the artists as well, real quick, while we're on.
Yeah,
this.
I'd love to. So I chose the artist back in this while I was sort of starting this process. I wanted to work with 3 garden artists that I really looked up to and respected after seeing like their works. The first one was Ernest Yu. He is sort of famous in the garden for doing Kreizukis. And he always like came out with this very like wild art, but he has a really like wide-ranging talent as well. So I pulled him in. Ernest Yu was one. The next one I really thought or I wanted to incorporate was Minsism, or Belle. She is a really sort of kawaii artist, very cutesy. She's actually the one, this tweet that you're showing off right now, she designed that graphic. The one where like Bobu's like up and excited and all the beans. Each of those characters is sort of named, right? So like Pearl is the black-eyed beans down at the bottom catching a little butterfly. But I just love how like Belle is able to like make these so cute. All of the artists have like done a really cute job with the books. And I'm excited to show you tomorrow. Matcha Dango is the one who created the graphic for the coloring book contest. And then Ernest U is coming out with some sort of unrevealed secret, like special graphics that we'll get access to around launch time.
All right, well, that's fucking awesome. I love the little bit of like mystery with the.
I know. I'm like, ooh, I have something I can keep secret.
You got something to launch over the next. Is it going to be like a week long process for like revealing everything that you're going to be doing, or are you just basically just putting everything out tomorrow?
Okay, so the coloring contest, everything's coming out tomorrow. I'm gonna have there's a thread already constructed, there's graphics involved, there's like rules and eligibility and all of that kind of stuff, but also just kind of exciting like contest like stipulations. But yeah, it'll go for a week, I've decided. So from this Beans Day to next Beans Day. And then we will have a judges panel judging those the week after. And so we'll announce at the next sort of Beans Day. So we've got like 3 Beans Days in a row, one for announcement, one for conclusion, and one for judging. And I'm hoping to like make some of those announcements and stuff on Shotgun's Beans Pod Spaces.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer. He can't say no to that. He is a Beans.
I know. I am asking like live on air in front of like
he's already saying yes. I can speak for him, but yeah, Shotgun. Nice. You got Nick for tomorrow for Beans Pod.
I know. It's Bean on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the other thing, look at Nick. When he speaks, he smiles. He nods his head. He looks like he wants to be here. Let's all be like Nick. Let's be like Nick on live streams.
Yeah. Don't be like Watch, just leaning back with the fucking serious face, fucking looking like he's probably getting a blowjob under that desk or some shit. Yeah, don't worry, Nick. When they clip this, they won't. The
yeah, please don't put that next to my children's book, please.
Hey,
he had to say that all after a children's book segment. Like that's fucking insane.
I waited until after the segment to say that. Don't worry, it's fine. I just realized someone might be in Waj's office hearing that, so it's all good. It's all good. It happens. But anyway. Anyway, I'm really excited to get to LA next week. But Nick, I'm excited to hear about this contest that tomorrow. I might try to participate. I don't know. I think it's one of these.
Well, it is for. I will just say it is for children under 10 years of age. So you can't participate, but I know you've got kids who are under 10 years. So
yeah, I'll just grab my daughter's arm and just draw with her hand, and that makes sense. Chris will probably do the same with his kids as well. I can't imagine, I mean, Chris, are you going to do that or?
Yeah, I got a 6-year-old that I'll make sure he's into it. So remember the ones that I said they can't have my Pudgy toys? Yeah, those kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I've got a collection of Pudgy plushies that I just can't bring myself to give my nieces. They're mine. They live with me.
I got a little shiny blue one. They can't have this. This is mine. Mm-hmm.
But watch, I know you're asking in private comments, but there's going to be a contest that happens for kids under the age of 10 that, they'll be able to, kind of have some fun with coloring and everything to participate in the contest for, wait, Nick, I'm sorry. Did you say what the prizes were?
So what we're going to do is we're going to feature them in the books themselves. So they'll get a little like write up at the end of the story with a little like clip of their image that they created and a little like blurb about them, so they become a little bit famous and part of this like garden community vibe as well.
I love it, man. I love it. And watch, it's getting announced tomorrow, so this is a pre-exclusive alpha kind of ordeal here, so get your kids ready for it. You're gonna have to give them the coaching pep talk later tonight.
Well,
you've only got 1 week to enter. 1 week is all you get.
Can we not participate in color and then post our stuff? Because we got Cassie, Jana, we got Wrecked. We haven't asked them what do they think? Don't they want to color?
Good evening. I'm Rex Burgundy. I would not like to color, but I'm wondering, are these young children Are they going to be using crayons on paper? Or is this meant to be digital coloring of sorts?
That's a great question, actually. No, so the images are 8.5 by 10. So you can print them on like a normal printer and then color them in with colored pencils, markers, or crayons. Those are the options.
Will there be some sort of page where we can submit for reimbursement for our printing expenses?
Absolutely not. Good luck with that.
Yes, send those expenses to Sansa. He's got you.
Yeah.
Rose, if you're listening, do you have access to any of those Azuki funds? Make this a priority.
Yeah.
Cassie, are you gonna print and color? You gonna
They
do it?
are black and white images for you to color in. So there's no like color print cartridge you need to purchase.
Got it. Okay.
Yo,
Yeah,
I actually wanted to ask Nick real quick because I actually when I was like grinding, like drawing and all these things, actually sometimes I would post like some pieces black and white just for people to color, and I would see like the interactions pretty fun. But like I know that Nick is working on it like for a minute, so I was just wondering like how was the thought process behind like involving the community in the process as well? Because like we know that these things take time, like especially building something with the Beans IP. I know that it's not only like you. There's like a whole team of artists. There are like people in the team that you had to reach out and see the boundaries of what you can do, what you cannot. So like meanwhile doing all these things, like what is it that went like through your mind as you were planning on like involve the community the way you're doing right now? Like there's going to be a contest, like you're going around spreading the word, like all these different things.
Yeah. So I guess just well, it's hard to kind of say like I have never done this before. I have never like done a business. I've never created a children's book, and so like I knew that I needed people around me that could do things that I wasn't ever capable of, and that I couldn't really teach myself in the span of like putting this out there. So I had to get funding. I'm just like a teacher, really low pay in America. I had to get artists to illustrate. And what's been really great about like the Bobu committee is I'm having a meeting later with Ebe about like Amazon marketing. There's like all of these great resources available in the garden that I've been able to utilize. And so I wanted from the start to celebrate all of the people who have been here along the journey. And it has all been like garden founded, right? It's all the community has sort of like built everything. And I wanted to celebrate that in everything that I did because I think that is the best part of Azuki for me has always been like the connections that I've made with people and how much, how powerful like combining those resources can be. And yeah, I never once like was this really all about me. It was always like I wanted to give back to the community that I appreciated so much from everything that has been given to me from them, the friendships I've made and the connections. It's just this is like the favorite like group that I'm in my life, right? So I absolutely never once like was like, oh, this is about me and how I'm gonna make money or how I'm gonna. No, it's always I found the artists from a community website called Raid XYZ. All of that was already set up for me and made it really easy to like pick artists from that were from the garden already and that people knew. So yeah, I guess it was just like that was always in my head. That was always the like main purpose and mission was to like give back to the community and celebrate community through the books.
Nah, man, I love to hear this, and like it really shows because like it's not like all of a sudden you join into the community and like boom, I have this. Like you being here, like and it just shows on everything that you do. You can really tell that you like care about not only yourself, of course, but like the whole community. So I just wanted to show some love and give Nick the flowers because these guys, like, no matter what Azuki related is going on, he's always in. Like, if he's available, he's gonna be in. Whether that's Beanspot, whether that's Sire showing the new music, whether that's Chris D and Nice with the content creator spaces, Sansa doing shilling his commissions, whatever the fuck. So
Well, also, I love that Sansa is bringing like commissions, like are becoming more popular now too. Like, yeah, we need people supporting artists. We need people getting more commissions. I love to see everything that he's putting out. So it's really exciting.
Okay, but we need to set some boundaries here. Don't you think that
No,
it's a little
no,
bit addicted to it?
Nope. It's official. I will be submitting a proposal to the Bobu committee for $20,000 for limitless Bobu commissions for the next year. Because you know what? Not everyone can do creative direction like I can. So I'm willing to give myself some amount of kudos because I'll DM Sean and be like, hey, can you do the creative direction for this? I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, well, I can. I'm stepping up to the plate, and God damn it, I can do it. No, but in all seriousness, actually, I might low-key do that. I don't know if I'm doing that for $20,000, but Nick, I agree. And I actually, the funny part is, it's interesting seeing the dynamic of people kind of switch from when I wasn't doing as many commissions to now, because now it's like, oh, like, yeah, like that sounds like he's got like all these commissions that he just pulled out. And even though some commissions will get like, what's the word? It'll get seen. Even if I submit the same one on a tweet 2 weeks later, people will still be like, oh my God, this is a great commission. Totally looks so unbelievably happy right now. He is so excited to be here.
You're muted, Tully.
You're muted, Tully.
How's responding to my
fucking dead
GM
right now.
tweets? That's no fun. That's no fun. Is that better? Is that better?
Yeah, that's better. No, I have the same face on when I'm responding to this good morning tweets.
No, just
I'm so yeah. You just fucking.
I mean, come on. You can't be like, yeah, man. Have a great day.
Yeah, anything you ever need on these streams, this goes for everybody. Just put it in the private chat, and I'll just do it. Because if you want to talk, like it's just gonna be.
I actually want to give a thought about the commissions thing. Like,
yeah, go ahead.
I love the shit that you guys are doing with the commissions, because you've got so much like AI generated art, which it's good art, like it looks nice, right? But you can tell when it's AI generated, right? Because it's not very specific to you or your brand or something like that. You know, it looks good, it's pleasant to look at, but just like you can tell when somebody's doing AI generated text,
Yeah,
like you can kind of like tell the same thing with AI generated art, right? And so I think as people start to use more AI generated art, the stuff with commissions is going to be really, really valuable, right? Like that's what's really going to be standing out. So you guys are paving the way for that. So good work.
yeah. No, I appreciate that, but and more so to kind of further your point a little bit is that when this first came out with AI, ChatGPT, all this shit, Midjourney, all the artists were freaking out. They're like, oh my God, like, this, that. The reality is you have to be a pretty good AI artist to make it not look AI at the end of the day. Yeah. And in my opinion, it's much what you're saying is furthering the artists who have honed their talent for so long, their work a little bit more than that, right? All that's been done is that there's a new level now, and it's the structure of artists is just being a little restructured in the best way possible. It rewards the people who has put in the talent and the work for it, and the artists that are wary probably either didn't put in as much work as they thought they could versus AI art. So that's another reason why I've been really enjoying doing these commissions as well, is because again, it brings the vision that you have to life. Like if Totally said, I want my bear on the back of a horse, guns up with the American flag in the background, fireworks all behind me. I mean, he won't, but if he wants this ridiculous vision executed, AI is not going to be able to really do that unless Totally spends like 5 to 7 hours of his own time, which is just as valuable to him as it is to anyone else. In the sense of like, oh, like I could just pay an artist probably a fourth of the cost of what my time is worth and get that much better artwork printed out a little bit. So
yeah,
I think that's the real value in commissions at the end.
But you're also addicted to commissions, so it's kind of in the fence right there.
You know, Shotgun, I'm sensing jealousy of not being able to have multiple creative directions. That's all I'm hearing. You know, who else can think of Waj coming out of the water in the ocean while we're having coffee?
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, dude. Someone ruined it for me a little bit the other day. Like, I love your vision. Two gay couples sitting at two separate tables. Godzilla comes out of the ocean and destroyed them. And I'm like, that's one way to look at it. You know, that's one way to look at it. I see a company retreat, but hey, what do I know? You know, Chris loved that he was made a cartoon. Now he can be really. Now you have a little bit of a baseline of.
Now I'm one of you guys. Now all of a sudden, I'm like, hey, look at me. I'm not real.
Chris,
Wait, who was the other person across from Chris?
Zimmy.
Oh,
Zimmy.
Zimmy. I thought Zimmy was a bean.
He was. Then he was
He
a
was.
PA. Then now he's a bozo.
Yeah.
Apparently.
So yeah, it was Chris. I really debated very hard whether to go for your female elemental or try
Goodness.
that pink hair with the gold sword. I mean, I'm like, this is a really good elemental, but he's not a female, so it's really hard. But no, man, it's been really fun doing these commissions, and obviously it is a little costly. I do have this one artist, 9F Studio. He is a monster. Like he'll DM, I'll DM him, and I'm like, hey, this is the direction I want. He'll do it. And then before I could even get the posts out from the commission he just did, what's next? I'm like, all right, hold on a second. You're testing me and my limits here, but
yeah, I feel like Tuan is one of the main reasons why Sans is going like bankrupt on commissions because he finished one. He's already like, what do you want next?
I was like,
Sans can't say no. He just can't say no.
I was like, bro, we got to work out a little bit of a group discount or deal because I can't keep going on a commission by commission basis. But yeah, no, Where
do you find your artists?
So I'm actually still kind of working with the same artists that I've been working with the last couple months. It did take me about, I want to say 5 to 10 artists before I got to this point of working with the same group of people. And it would be my dream to really like kind of bring them all in house and just fucking be like, market the fuck out of me. Like,
Espresso Studios. I like the sound of that.
That's what I'm saying, man. I just wish I had the capital to give them like the money I know they deserve on a almost like a salary, but one by one.
You can give them exposure. I mean, you're giving them exposure, right? Like, I mean, you know, you're inspiring people with this art. You know, maybe give them some extra shout outs on your spaces or something. I don't know if that's. I mean, you send them work, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what we low-key did on the stream earlier on. I tried. It was a little rushed because I was trying to stay under the time cap, which we have so obviously gone past. But I found out my daughter's napping and she's fine. She's still got a fever, but I'm gonna pick her up after the nap. But anyway, we've actually gotten reached out by WizArt Studio, which they are really, really cool by the project manager, and you know their commissions are like top notch. They gave us a commission for free.
Just for context, that's the one with Dup in it.
That's the one with Dup in it. That commission would be worth about $500, which I clearly did not pay, but they were willing to say, hey, like, let's do exposure. And I love shouting them out because they're just the solid art. They were pretty straightforward. We're trying to find a way to work together without it being, because obviously I don't have the capital. And you know, they've got like, you know, teams of artists too. So it's like, our concept always is, we're always going to gear ourselves towards supporting artists, whether it's someone like WizArt Studio, who's a little bit more established, or your you know, single commission artist that does 1 or 2 every month, and you're trying to bring them a little bit more work. So someone like Junku, who I totally butchered that name. I don't care. It was my good morning tweet picture, which I don't know if Chris is going to be able to pull it up, but that was my first commission done with him. And I've gone back to him since then for 4 or 5 more. And I have another one pending with him right now. And I committed to doing another one after that for, and Nick is furious because that's the same guy doing a group commission for so like we have one artist doing like 5 to 6 different things But this one was done by 9F Studio. I meant to credit them and I forgot because I couldn't figure out if people could see the Twitter Spaces link, which apparently I posted twice. So sorry, everyone, but set your fucking reminders, please. But anyway, this one was done by 9F Studio as well. But my good morning post, Chris, if you scroll down a little bit more, keep going. Oh boy, you're gonna scroll down a little bit more than I realized. Keep going. Yeah, because I just keep reposting everything from the espresso shot.
Hey, I like that.
Hey, all right, so that one right there. So that
That's
one,
sick.
yeah, it's one of the dopest ones ever. And when I had this one done, I was already talking to one or two artists on a daily basis to get commissions done. Ever since this one, I now have anywhere from about 3 to 6 artists that I can reach out to get a commission done in whatever style. So it's actually, I had one artist that I gave a lot of exposure to that apparently got some work that now is keeping him busy, and he got taken away from me, but it's all good. It's all good. I'll probably get him back in the next month. But it's small things like this that, I'm not really a big account, but I am someone who puts out commission on the regular to the point where people are constantly asking, like, hey, what artists do you recommend for this? What artists do you recommend for that? So people know that I have that platform a little bit of artists.
Yeah, bro, we all acknowledge our degeneracy.
Yep. Just like Shotgun's got Wayo with his beans drawing so far, right? So I hope to keep being able to do that, honestly. For people.
Sansa, I must interject for a moment, if I may. I regret to inform you that I'll be departing this fine digital gathering. You see, duty calls. I've got a thrilling appointment with a virtual mustache waxing seminar that I just can't miss. But I want to give you Burgundy speed takes before I go. If I may, just quick speed takes here. These artists are virtuosos of their craft. Their praises should be echoed from the highest peaks of prosperity. On the other hand, Sansa, my friend, your walls are still as barren as a desert without a cactus in sight. It's high time to bring some artistic oasis into your home. Oh, and one last thing, Wajda, this one's for you. Thank you, my friend, for showcasing such splendid muscular craftsmanship. It puts Sansa's walls to absolute shame. Stay classy, everyone. Stay classy.
Stay classy, Rex. We love you. We will also be ending this space and wrapping this up shortly. But again, if you guys have artists that you feel like just aren't getting enough love, send them our way. We'll do our best to highlight them. I think we obviously have to limit it. Otherwise, it's just a 30-minute stream of shouting out fucking 60 to 70 artists. Yes, there are that many artists in this space, let alone NFT people. But totally, you planning on getting another commission done soon?
So I've got the artist that does all the stuff for Bad Bears. I typically use him, and but I mean, I don't know. I'm down to try something new.
Yeah. I think that's the beautiful part though, is there are definitely some artists that I've worked with them like I did my best with creative direction, but it didn't quite work out. But there's no sad departure, just more of like, okay, like thank you, and then that's it. But now their style of art. So maybe when you think of a creative direction that works for them, maybe there's an artist that I feel like doesn't really suit my Azuki, but might suit a Bad Bear more just because of the style that they draw and how they draw it. So
do you have like a central place where you have like all of your art on display, like on a website or something?
No, not even in a Google Drive, not anywhere.
That's like 1 terabyte of art.
I've actually been considering doing like a little bit. I don't have a website or anything like that, but I have been considering trying to do like a little bit of like a commission thread where every single time I find a commission, I just post it on that one thread. Like even if I started tomorrow, I'll probably still be posting on it from like 6 months from now, just to have that all in one central place kind of deal. Just
that shit about to be bigger than the Holy Bible, dude. You're crazy.
It is. It is, dude. Because I still haven't found all of the Creator DAO entries that I'm in. So like I still have to find all those as well. But yeah, I do have a Google Drive. Chris is lying. I just don't know which commission is already in there versus what's not. So that's something that I'm having a little bit of trouble with, is getting them all in one place. But I do want to get them all in one place, believe it or not. But yeah, you triggered Chris hard with that one. I'm not gonna lie. Chris is like,
No, I'm right in the middle of building a whole big ass other website right now, and I'm like, I really think that would be great for, like, I think every Spaces host should have like their hub that people could go to, and everybody that they want to put on in Spotlight, they can have, you know, like blog posts or shout outs or just traditional internet things,
yeah,
not just you're on my pinned post or you're on my feed for like 8 seconds and then I'm gonna retweet, you know, 17 other people and down you go.
It is important to route people, you know, like off of the platform, because Twitter controls, you know, everything, you know, that you have here. You know, like if you're
one Bruno
Twitter
Mars
goes down,
song
gets like
away
suspended
from-
or something. But if you have an email list, you can like still email these people.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm actually really annoyed that the carousel post got ruined by the latest Twitter update for, I guess, only iPhone users. Apparently Android users haven't noticed anything different, but there's only like 5 of them in the entire space. So that doesn't really so I love you, Wash. But no, I think it's because I was gonna start using them multiple times a week to highlight creators. And like, you know, I was gonna highlight, you know, one of my artists that I have more than 6 commissions with from one person, and have each art be in the graphics. And like my favorite graphic would be the main cover kind of ordeal. But then Twitter booked me, so now I have to wait a little bit longer before I do that concept. You know, because I was like, oh, content, that's great content. But now it's like, no, you have to use this for ads, motherfucker. I'm like, all right, well, I
Yeah,
guess.
no way though. I haven't seen any ads with carousel posts since. So I'm like, if you did pay to have a carousel ad posted and then it doesn't work on iPhones, you're pissed. No shot.
Well,
No
Amazon, the last sponsored promoted one I saw was by Amazon. So I don't know necessarily if they're paying attention enough to see that, but
Would it be a decent workaround to, so you know how you can have the products, you know, like a products carousel kind of thing, to use that and just update that with your latest spaces?
I might have to.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's
you
not
do
going to get
that.
like engagement, but you can, you know, like point people to it.
Yeah.
You can do the video carousels still as well, but it's more work and it's, you know, upfront stuff. But I think we should have a form as well, because even Jana was saying the link I sent her to the invite to this looked very spammy. It really did, because it's this blue ass thing that says like, click me so I can steal from you.
Was horrible. I have to say, I was, oh my god, I can't believe I got this link, and then I realized it was something okay.
Yeah.
So we should have a form on your on the site, on the hub, that says if you want to be on the live stream, join this thing, and then you'll get an invite, and you'll know it's not spammy or we're not gonna drain your wallet.
Yeah, there's that too. Yeah. I gotta like step back and reevaluate the whole thing. Right now, I'm back to the basics where I gotta chill on a day-to-day basis. And apparently now they're not even showing the fucking template. It's just a link. So it looks like I'm gonna drain you too. So this is, you know, it's all going great. But yeah, man, it's been a wild week. But I do want to say thank you to everyone. I want to end this. I want to wrap this up on a good note. Thank you to everyone that came through. Totally, always a pleasure. Shotgun, fuck you. Jana, thank you so much for coming. You make up for the fact that Shotgun's here. Chris, as always, we wouldn't be alive without you, so I appreciate you. Watch, keep blessing those pecs. Nick, thank you for giving us your time today, my man. Really excited to seeing the contest launch tomorrow, and we will also be talking about that on Polygon Shot as well, because Polygon MFers love the beans. They're trying to get beans on Polygon. Might just launch a fucking copy collection and just put it on Polygon anyway. But and also
Just flip them the other direction.
there you go. That's it. That's all it's gonna take. I love you guys. I appreciate you. You could have gone to any stream today, but you came to this one. Love you.
I mean, it's the only stream, but yeah, love
That's
you too.
right.
I was
And
about
don't
to